So, yeah, we've pretty much gone over the recap of what happened last time already. Despite your best efforts, Shannara and Zephyr, David still managed to get close enough, and Shannara, with the gem you were holding, you also got close enough that Envy has now broken free. After a short trial, somebody help me out. I didn't review the footage. How did this end?
We were... Okay, sorry. David, could you take care of, that background audio thing? Because it's, really, glary.
What does it sound like?
You're in on... Yeah, either you're in with a large cloud television, or you're in on Torian. But last I believe, we had just finished a sort of trial situation where we were brought up to the count, to the leadership of Naga. I thought we were being pardoned because we did not intentionally do bad things. It was just there was prophecy around it, so they were expecting it.
Yes.
And
I just don't. I don't remember if y'all left the courtroom.
I don't know. We may have just it was either we did not leave the courtroom or we ended with immediately going into a time skip. I doubt we went into a time skip. So
No.
There was some kind of. You told somebody that they had. There was 2 days that passed. Do I sound better, by the way?
Slightly.
Oh gosh.
Wait. It's better when you're talking, but it's also better that it's not picking up when you're not talking, which was the issue that we had that was happening before.
Okay. All right. That's what I was trying to eliminate. But yeah, there was. I told somebody 2 days. We just got out of the courtroom, and then you said there was 2 days that passed. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and pick up there then. It has been 2 days since the festival. While y'all were instructed not to go far, we'll pick up with you, David.
Oh boy. Other than remain secluded in our, I guess we found ourselves in kind of the end.
Yeah.
I haven't said much. I hardly even. I'm just waiting for this time to pass, I suppose, until we can leave. At some point during those 2 days, I'm going to give the whistle to Zephyr,
though. Quick reminder, what does that whistle do?
Calls the bats. I'm not a bat lord anymore.
Oh.
Oh no, you're not getting away that easily.
I'm just going to stumble off. Just shut myself in my room again.
Is anything else anybody want to do in the 2 days span?
Besides
Aber,
personally, what I'm going to do is when I see David give the whistle to Zephyr, I'm gonna go out, try and talk to him.
Do you want it?
Nope, I'm gonna talk to David.
There's no point in talking to me.
Nope, you're not getting out of this issue that easily.
There's nothing to talk about. I'm not a hero. I'm not a Batlord. I'm no better than Indy.
You think one failure makes you not a hero?
I'm going to look you dead in the face and tell you, you and I both know, it's not just one failure. And then I'm going to dimension door away.
Can I grab him really quick before he dimension doors away?
Sure. You can. I'd say go ahead and make athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics? Okay.
I think that'll do it.
That's impressive.
We're gonna have a conversation. You don't really know much about me. I'm gonna tell you one failure and one time doing something where people manipulate you into doing bad things does not make you a bad person. It's how you react to it that determines your character. So sit down, be quiet, listen, and stay. Stay. Good. Now, I used to live in a temple. I got restless. It was the only life I knew, and I wanted to branch out away from it. So, I decided to work for a minor lord. Worked as guard, worked in his private security. And it was an interesting life. I got to experience all the things that temple life had denied me. I enjoyed it. But the thing is, people manipulate you. People that you trust or people that you believe in, they can put you in a scenario where you are forced or realize you've helped someone do terrible things. The Lord that I decided to work for, he ended up wiping out my temple while I was escorting his family to a different town and back. I come back home and I see my home burned. I see my friend's blood scoured across the temple grounds. And you know what I see? I see some other bodies wearing the same uniform I was wearing. All of them I recognized. Joffrey. He actually joined at the same time I did with this lord. And look what it got us. Look what happened. I worked for a person that was a monster. You know what I did? I didn't wallow in self-pity. I turned that sadness, that self-hatred, I turned it into cold, dark hatred and purpose. I did everything I could to leave that man broken and dying with nothing. Then, I tried to rebuild myself. I tried helping other people, the people that were being oppressed by that man, and it couldn't recenter me. So I went to that temple, and that's where we met. A few weeks, maybe 2 months after all this started. So, the thing is, David, you were manipulated. It wasn't your fault. But how you're going to react to it is going to tell what type of person you are. Are you going to give up? Or are you going to stand back up, sharpen your focus, and get some vengeance back on that bitch?
I'm just gonna pull my scimitar out of its hilt and throw it to the ground. You see that? I've never used it. In fact, I've never hurt anything. I've never defeated anything. I've never killed anything. In fact, I'm afraid. I don't know if I'm able to, but I'm afraid. And look, I apologize for the lost friends. That's tragic. Like you said, you had purpose. Me? I'm just a privileged kid of some famous hero who's had everything handed to him. Who for the last 2 years have merely pretended to be a hero. I'm an actor. I'm gonna walk away.
What's the difference between reality and imagination, David?
One can get you killed.
True. But one is something people strive for. One is something people accept. The man I met in that temple, full of this bravado, full of this self-confidence in himself. He didn't get himself bogged down in the reality of the situation he was in. He saw the light of the situation. He saw what could be possible. And that was a man who could counter powerful magics with his words. Where did he go?
He was never there.
Really?
I told you. I'm an actor. A thespian. I play pretend. And up until now, I've been rolling the dice and winning. But I can't die.
What is life but not the greatest stage, David? We are all actors on it. We all have our parts to play. We live, we die. But David, just because it gets rough does not mean you throw away you walk off the stage in frustration because you stumbled over a line. What does a great actor do when they make a mistake? They improvise. They ad-lib. They make the scene better. What you're doing is giving up. You say you're an actor, Improvise. Make the world your stage. You have potential. I see it. Zephyr sees it, even though for some Zephyr sees it. Aldrich sees it. You know you have it. Live up to it. And I pick up your scimitar and I hand it back to you, Pommel. Stick it out to you, Pommel, first.
I'll take it. I gotta go check on the bats. I'll put it back.
Good. Now, if you want to learn how to use that thing, let me know and I'll give you some tips.
A lesson for another day.
Alright. And after that, I will be looking around for a shop to find some weapons. Because I've been going basically get some gear. Basically, I've been going off the clothes off my back without being able to restock after the temple went down. And I just got a lot of money. I'm going shopping.
Okay. Just let me know what it is you want to buy. And sorry, I'm answering other things as well. But yeah, let me know what it is you want to buy.
What I'm going to buy is I'm going to be looking for a long sword, and a longbow, quivers, arrows. Looking for the best quality I can find.
Okay. High quality bows. Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, I have guidance. 19.
19? Yeah. Easily enough. You're quickly pointed to one of the more established woodworkers and craftsmen. Let's see.
Okay.
To a bow. You're looking for a high quality short bow, long bow.
Long bow and long sword.
Okay. Long bow is going to cost you about 100 gold. Depending on what kind of ammo you're looking for. Will depend on just how much that costs.
Something strong enough to take out a god.
Shopkeeper laughs at you. Adventurers these days, y'all will fight anything given the chance. 30 gold by way for the longsword.
30 gold for longsword. That's Okay. So that's 3 platinum. Okay, so long sword is 30, so I have there. Grab the long sword, and then for the longbow, what sort of ammos you got?
She hands you a small book, no bigger than 4 inches tall by 2 inches, 3 inches wide. It's very thin, only about 15 pages or so. She hands it to you and says, in that book, describe a handful of arrows that I can have. I can provide you. They're not cheap, but they are here. I can have them depending on which ones you're looking for by the end of the day.
Alright. And then we'll go through this small booklet.
There's about 15 pages. You have flame arrows, explosive arrows, arrows that can put you to sleep, arrows that can hit into the astral plane. You have arrows that, when they land, they cast the zone of silence. Arrows that heal the target upon hitting. You have arrows that, when they hit, they will slow a target in the chrono sense of the word slow. Arrows that never miss their target. Arrows that make the target briefly invisible for a moment. Arrows that open a temporary rift, allowing it to pass through obstacles and shields. Arrows that transform into a small list of creatures. Yeah. Arrows that poison, frost arrows, lightning arrows. I kind of jumped around the list, so I didn't read them in order, but I think I've covered everything.
Okay. So what I got is fire, explode, sleep, astral plane, silence, heal, slow, never miss, invisible targets, temporary rift to go through obstacles, transforming into various creatures, poison, frost, lightning.
Yeah, that just about covered.
Okay.
On the record, if you wanted poisonous arrows, you could have just come to me.
Well, I'm also getting a bow for the first time, and I'm seeing all these options.
Good luck.
So, yeah.
Idea.
Is there a cost associated with these?
Of course. The flame arrows will run you about 50 gold. The frost, about 60.
Okay, but first, is this cost out of a set of 20, or is it just per singular arrow?
This is
Okay. Just want to make sure.
But they range anywhere from 50 gold to about 300 gold apiece.
How much are the transforming arrows?
They are 130 apiece.
And the silence arrows?
Silence arrows are 70 apiece.
I will take a longbow, a five transforming arrows and 5 silence arrows. And I put 100 platinum on the table. And how much for the bow?
The bow was 100 gold.
Okay. And on top of those silence and transforming arrows, how much are regular?
Regular arrows for a bundle of for 1 pound worth, which will be a bundle of 20. It'll cost you 2 gold.
Gold. I will get 5 bundles and put down a platinum, and then spend 100 platinum, which is equal to 1,000 gold for the 5 of each.
Okay.
And also buy quiver. Buy as many quivers as I need to carry all these arrows.
So you bought 100 regular arrows
And 10 specialty.
10 specialty. So quiver's not going to hold all that. A regular quiver won't. But for 10 gold, you can have a quiver in an endless quiver. It doesn't supply endless arrows. It holds an endless supply of arrows.
Got it. I will take it. Okay.
And look, there's exactly where I want. I am looking for a table for you. Go ahead and roll 1d20.
1d20?
Open zero.
Oh, Zephyr? Sorry.
What do you say?
Roll a d20.
Oh.
What you got, an 11?
Almost perfect, Ned.
Okay. You... I'll message you.
Advice for anyone wanting to read Alien comics. Do not look up Alien or Alien versus Predator crossover comics. I mean, EDP is fine, just don't look up crossovers with those. it can be weird.
It sounds like it. Alright. So you see that. Aldrich.
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I would assume I picked up the goggles of night and the bag of holding. I don't know what that bag is, but I know I bought a bag that does something magical.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'd be. I guess I'd. Yep.
Quick question. We're all staying at an inn, right?
Yes.
Who's currently at the inn besides David?
I am here, so I think I would be in the inn.
Well,
David wants to check
character
on
name?
that.
I'm terrible with names, so
Aldrich.
and second monk we have.
Oh, you're talking about Shinar.
I'm Shinar, and I'm the one that just got all the shopping done for.
Okay. David is going to head over to
The back.
sorry, how did you say the name was? Of a person still in the inn, aside of David, who technically cannot summon check-up on bats because he gave the whistle to Zephyr.
the bats are.
Still living things. They exist
Well,
without not being
they-
summoned.
they were being kept somewhere in the town.
Correct. You had to lodge the bats upon arrival. You weren't allowed to take them in town.
Zephyr is going to look up. What's the name of the guy with the whose name starts with an A or Shanar, whoever he encounters first?
Well, what's Aldrich doing?
What do you say?
Asking about Aldrich's current objective.
Okay,
what
Eldrick first. Eldrick, we need to talk.
Oh, wait, hold on. I want to see what he was doing in the 2 days past and what he's doing
Yeah.
now.
Since I've been technically gone. Yeah, I'll pick up the magic bag. Obviously, no idea what that is. I'll write that on my sheet. I'll do a quick search in the. Can I go to a library?
Yeah.
Can I do like a quick investigation check to see if I could see any history of the name Sweattilt?
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll an investigation check. 19. Okay. You do find information. However, I don't currently have information to give you.
Okay.
But I will work on it.
You know something. He just doesn't know what you know.
There's something there.
Gotcha. Alright, and then I guess at some point I'll make my way back to the inn and just kind of look for everyone and just kind of be like, what happened while I was gone?
Mm-hmm. And I suppose this is where you'll meet up with Aldrich. I mean, Zephyr. Aldrich.
So, quick question.
Yes.
Do you know anything about pale skin? Well, I'm not sure if they're really pale. I didn't see much skin, but creatures that have tentacles growing from their faces.
Do I?
This be a survival check.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about monsters with tentacles on their face. Closest I came to are squids, giant ones. Bit weird. Why you ask?
Because I encountered, well, I had the displeasure of seeing and briefly following, then losing them, a small group of such creatures. They were hiding themselves beneath some sort of illusionary magic.
That does not sound good. That definitely doesn't sound good.
I was hoping to see if somebody knows what those things might be. Somebody a bit discreet when it comes to it.
I think I might know.
Maybe we can ask Ulrich if he's available.
I am Eldrick.
I'm sorry, as I warned you, I'm terrible with names.
You're fine.
Maybe, but for now, I want to keep it from David.
I think I know a person that you might be able to ask. While I'm with you, I recently purchased this bag from the person I'm about to point you towards. He might be able to help. He's magical, as far as I can
Bag of
tell.
holding?
I don't know. You'll have to identify it.
So you would point him in that direction. However,
Oh yeah, he said he was gone.
That's right. After picking up the bag and whatnot, he left.
Oh shit.
Came in town for the festival. And gone.
We need to look someone up in action. Like, no.
Most unfortunate.
Maybe someone in the Templar Academy?
That's probably your best bet.
Okay. Would you like to come with me?
Sure, I could tail along.
Thank you. And I'm guessing we're heading there.
David, what are you doing this time?
I'm gonna enjoy my depression. Like, write some letters back home.
Okay. Fair enough. And Shinar, are you? Because this would have him going out and about would kind of taking place in the same time that you were shopping. Would you still be shopping?
I would be kind of shopping for any, kind of window shopping, looking for anything weird, and maybe if I don't find something funny, I would have come back after they would have left, so I was like, I'm going to do some window shopping and see if I can find them.
Quick clarification. Just the back of Holden, I assume?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright. So, Aldrich, Zephyr, the floor is yours.
So I'm guessing we go to the library and wanna look up for a librarian. They probably either know where we can find it or have potentially read something.
You return to the library. Unfortunately, you are immediately stopped. One of the guards looks at you, Zephyr, and says, I don't know what you want here, but you're not getting in to get it. Turn around and
I just need any fun information. Maybe even you can provide it.
sure.
And the lack of that information might actually be dangerous. I'm not 100%. But you know creatures that have squids for heads?
I think I may have read a book about those before, but this library wouldn't have those kind of novels.
Not really a novel. They've seen one such creature in town. That's, well, when would they have encountered those things? Early morning, late at night?
I'm pretty sure they're creatures of fiction of the erotic kind. I'm not sure they actually exist. Are you okay?
I think we're talking about two different things.
I see your face kind of blush.
Oh, skinny things,
And for a minute,
bunch of tentacles growing from their faces.
I think it's time to leave.
Is the guard stopping me as well?
Yes, because you
Okay.
walked up with me.
Correct. Either way, you have my gratitude for this.
I'll just quickly activate my whisper. I could go in there, probably around him.
I would rather you didn't risk anything. I suppose you can always send a message to Cinder. You can fly, you can be fairly small. And he's rather intelligent.
Fair enough. I do have a question for you.
Ask away.
Is David okay? It's not as chipper as usual.
Is David okay? Unfortunately, not at all. But both of us are aware that if he wants to become a hero, he needs to learn that failure is a consequence that everybody faces, whether people know about it or not. He's skilled, he has incredible potential, but when it comes to using his silver tongue, he's a bit too good. You wouldn't believe how many bad situations he got us just by talking.
I think I would understand to some degree. His father was similar, talked his way out of many situations while I was with him, where things with Harry. I'm sure he'll be fine with given time. Failure isn't everything. Sometimes failure can mean your future success.
Don't I know about it? Don't believe how many times spell exploded in my face. Or how many times I felt like my body is going to be torn apart because they misused my key.
And I know
Or a
that
number of times I had to be healed because I nearly tore my limbs off.
Oh, I don't know that feeling, but I definitely know the feeling of feeling inadequate. Not the time to get into it, but
We can talk about it some other time.
yes, when things are
Preferably when we're a bit calmer and when we're drunk selling time.
yeah, I think that would be best.
The guard is just standing there looking at the two of you while y'all have this mental conversation.
Oh, I thought I was assuming we were walking back.
Okay.
You're walking back while talking. We're not standing there.
Fair. Shinar, were you looking for them?
Yeah, I was kind of looking for them. I'm also trying to look into like something that might sell magic shit.
Okay. Roll 2 investigation checks.
Okay.
The first one will be looking for those two, and the other one will be looking for magic shit. Okay. So, it is about this time that you see them walking away from the library, conversing. But as you're looking at them, you realize you're standing in front of a store that has just what you was looking for.
I will keep note of the door. I will run over and try to get their attention. Hey, Aldrich, Stepper. That's where you guys went. Where do you guys go?
Well, we tried to go to a library, but I guess y'all are restricted, and by passage I am as well.
Oh, yeah. I tap my head. Waiting for the not something we can kind of say out loud what happened, but the library is kind of involved in a serious way.
Gotcha. Later then, we can discuss this.
Also,
Do you happen to know something about teachers, dolls, skinny, devs, sweets for head?
would that be a survival check to see if I know?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. You want to walk and talk? I thought it was cool.
We're walking
shop. Yeah, I take them to the shop I found.
Okay.
Sorry, I have not had money for. Like, I've lived a life of monastic poverty. I then had the salary of a guard. I just got a windfall. I must use it, and I must help my friends with it. So, come on.
Just
I mean,
don't spend it all in one place.
It's literally my weight in
That's fair. Still, be wise with your money.
Okay. I will, but it's a windfall. I want my friends to the next time you get to whoever that was fair.
So you didn't mention if you know anything about those things.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot about those things. I'm just waiting for DM recognition that I know what those things actually are, so I can say it.
Yeah. So the
On the record, I know what they are as well, but
On the record, I do not.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to find the damn word, but I'm looking for it.
Skeletons.
It's what?
Illithid?
Skeletons.
I thought he was referring to mind flayers, actually.
No, and
Same.
Skeletons or mind players?
no, it's,
Same
Same.
it's the illithid. Which
They're the same term. One's the scientific, one's the omnimoving.
yes.
There's also mind munchers. Then there is also squid heads. There's a lot of names.
Oh, the ones that eat brains, right? With the psionic powers, infect you with the tadpole through brain.
Yes. Create some of worst monsters in D&D.
Yep. Create monsters, worship have a weird hive mind thing, worship a brain, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you ask? Actually, when I was a guard back in the day, a couple of months ago, one that we actually ran into one on an escort. I saw one eat the brain of my friend Jimothy. Like,
Yeah,
sent out this wave that basically knocked him like a dumb stupor. And when we tried to get him down, it's like, the thing just floated over, wrapped tentacles around his neck and his face, and just crawled down the back of his head and sucked up the brain like it was soup. Very vicious.
Perfect. I've seen a couple of those in the city.
What?
Yep.
Are they saying this loud enough for the, shopkeep to hear?
Okay.
Yeah, possibly.
Yep. Alright.
Quiet down, you guys were kind of in,
Public.
You're
Okay.
not shouting.
Okay.
You're not shouting. He does. Said that he just confirmed it.
Yes. Okay. So, we are going to have a nice time shopping. Then we're going to go to the bats to get Davy. Then we're going to go back to the inn, to our room, and I'm going to flip my shit on how crazy this situation it has, and how screwed up this situation has gotten. Okay?
And
Let's
you'd
have
like
a few
that,
minutes of peace.
and you'd like all that to be connected through our minds, which is where I come.
Yes, that'd be great. That way I can't. That way you don't cause disturbance from me yelling at how bad the situation is. I'm just gonna put on a brave face, finish up this shopping in this shop that has nice magic oddities. You are going to have some shopping excitement, and then we are going to go have a serious conversation, and probably you might have a brain bleed from all the psychic yelling I'm going to do. You for not bringing it up immediately.
Yeah, it will be
Okay.
fine.
All right. Your brain, I guess. So, Shannara is putting on. Basically, you know the face of. You realized that you're driving down the highway to go to a party. You got halfway there, and you realize you forgot your wallet and you're speeding. Like, oh shit! If I get caught with my in this situation, I'm kind of screwed. But you're already committed to what you want to do, so you're putting on a brave face and trying not to freak out until after you get to where you need to go. That is Shannar's face right now.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, what is it exactly you're looking for in this magic shop? Oh, we're here.
Yeah, so I'm looking for anything that could help me in close range situations, not specifically weapons. I got weapons already, but like something that's maybe it sets weapons, like puts elemental magic on weapons. Something that gives a maybe something that helps me see, because I don't have dark vision, but I have light. So I use light, maybe something more sneaky, maybe something that helps me. I am a person that is very much go into the situation head on, in the front line. I want something to help me survive that and make me more effective there.
Okay. So, there are a few things that magic, the shopkeeper can help you. He first pulls your attention to a torch he has on the wall that's on fire. He pulls the torch up and says, "This is an ever-burning torch. And he holds his hand in the flame. Gives off no heat. A phantasmal flame that affects nothing really in this world, aside from providing you with a bit of light." He opens up his pants and shoves the torch into his pants. It can be stored in a bag without worrying about damaging other items. And you never have to light it, though you can't snuff it out either. He pulls it back out and it's still lit. It's burning, giving off regular torch.
Now, what happens if it gets goes into a place of magical darkness?
It will continue to burn. However, magical darkness will more or less cover the light it projects. It gives off. So,
yeah, I just want to make sure it's not. Because very interesting. If I buy it, I just don't want to I want to make sure it doesn't basically go out and not in that sort of situation and not know how to.
This torch will never go out. In magical darkness, a bag of holding underwater in your pocket, it will never go out.
Interesting.
Now,
That seems like sense. Alright. Alright, go ahead.
no. If you're looking for other objects, I don't exactly have. I don't exactly have something that will give attributes to the weapons you're holding, but there are a variety of other objects here.
I'd say Bracer of Defense could work with them.
Bracer of Defense.
Yes.
Yes.
Plus 2 AC.
Weapon for clothes.
This is correct. Yep. And they are in the shop.
Alright.
That or a Cloak of Displacement, which I'm actually thinking about picking up.
Was number 6 on the list?
Oh.
Number 7.
DM,
Yes.
do they have any
Magical what?
tattoos?
Tattoos.
You know,
Oh,
Not here.
Yeah.
Not here at this shop. It's
oh shit.
Alright, so definitely interested in the Bracer of Defense and that Cloak of Displacement.
okay.
Seems very interesting. As well as the Ever Lighting Torch. That is also kind of cool.
Okay. I have a few other items if you're interested in continuing to look around.
Yep.
how much is the Cloak of Displacement? Just as a curiosity question on my end.
She's sick. You would not have
I did not hear the number.
I didn't say one.
Okay. I saw your mouth move in your webcam, so that's why I thought.
Yeah, I'm muttered that one. Alright, so it's going to cost, for the Cloak of Displacement, it costs about 2,500 gold.
Okay.
For the Bracers of Defense, are the same price, about 2,500. There is an Amulet of Health, which will increase the wearer's Constitution score by 2.
Okay. That is helpful. How much?
That one's 5,000 gold. There are Sending Stones, which are up for the pair are 500 gold.
It'd be good to not have to rely on my whispers, as they only last a certain length.
Yeah. That would definitely be good.
You see other things like a scroll of protective ward, talismans, boots and gloves.
I'll look at what are those boots and gloves?
So the boots are boots of mobility. They give you advantage on dexterity saving throws. Well, I'm sorry, any dexterity-based check, you have an advantage on.
Ah.
The gloves are gloves of parrying. They provide a bonus to your parry attack, melee attacks.
They provide a bonus to melee attacks.
Specifically to the ones that you parry. So they're monk specific.
Oh yeah, natural parry.
There's a ring of force field.
What does it do?
And I need to get that. So it's 8,500 gold. It generates a shield size wall of force. It stays with the ring and can be wielded by the wearer as if it were a heavy shield, granting +2 to the AC. This special creation gives no armor penalty check, no armor penalties.
Oh.
And there are no arcane spell failure chance for it either. And it can be activated and deactivated using a free action.
How much were the boots of mobility?
They're 500 gold.
Okay.
Now, sir, if we were to buy multiple magic items from you, you don't suppose you could give us a small discount, would you?
And how many would be multiple? So if we're just talking 2.
Right now, 6.
6? You plan to buy 6? You look like you got strapped cash.
I immediately put down the bag that has the currently now 3,885 platinum.
Walking around with quite a large sum.
It was the way I earned it proved I can stop someone from trying to take it from me.
I'll tell you what. You're buying 6. I'll give you 10%.
How about 15?
5 and a bag full.
Unfortunately, I already have one.
They aren't endless after all. And looks like, by the way you're raking in money, you must be adventuring. Never know when you might have to stuff the tail of a dragon and the wings.
That is true. Having more than one bag of holding would be helpful.
Your money, Shana. I'm willing to put in my own money for that cloak of displacement if you want me to.
Now, I offered. I thank you for helping with the discount. How much if you throw in the bag of holding?
So, let's tally it all up here.
Currently, without the bag of holding, the current list of items are the bracers for defense, the cloak of displacement, the amulet of health, the the boots of mobility, the ring of force shield. Was there something? It was something that was 500 gold.
I thought there were two things that were 500 gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. The boots were one of them. Was it the Everlit torch was 500 or no?
That's the Everburning
Okay,
torch.
the ever burning torch. Okay, so
That's 6.
bracers of it. Yeah, that's 6.
So I'm at 22,000 gold.
Uh,
I believe 2 things were worth 5,000 apiece. One was 2,500, one 8,500, and 2 for 500.
no, it was 2 things for 500, 2 things for 2,500. One was 500, and one was 8. Oh, no, 2 were 500, 2 were 2,500. One was 5,000. One was 85,000 for a total of 19,500.
Correct. Okay. So take off 5%.
10%.
Okay. I thought we were going to throw in the bag of holding before the cost of the bag of holding before reducing it.
If we did, it would be 15 with a bag of holding.
I will take that 15% with a bag of holding.
No. It's 5% back. That was his own.
Oh, it was 5%. Oh, that's what he was saying. Got it.
Yeah, no, he didn't meet yours and throw it back a whole man.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm willing to take 5% with bag of holding. So that is a good deal because it also adds a new item. Is the bag of holding an extra cost, or is it just 5%, and then calculate
No.
the price of the bag of holding?
Without calculating the price of the bag of holding's free.
Oh, see, beneficial.
So that takes off
5.
975 gold, bring you to a
That
total
gets-
of 18,525.
Yep, 18,525, which
Is 1,852 platinum and
5 gold.
Yep.
Yep. I'm at 3,885. So 885 minus 18 by 2.5. Okay, that gets me to 2,032 platinum and 5 gold.
Yep.
Okay. So
he loads all those items into the bag of holding and hands you the bag of holding.
okay. I'm going to put the platinum inside the bag of holdings to hold on to them. and then start. Let's go back to the. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go to the stable where we store the bat, get David, and bring him back, and we'll have a conversation. And also distribute out these cool things.
Yes, let's do that.
Did y'all already write down for the boots of movement and the ring of force shield?
I've not written down yet. Where did I get that real quick? Boots of ability. Ring of force building. Bracelets of defense. Amulet of health. Then it was the cloak of displacement. And ever burning force. Alright. I have the list. How many of these items are attunement based?
Bracers are, cloak is.
Yeah, bracers and cloak are, because they're. Yeah.
The ring is.
I think the necklace is even as well.
Yeah.
That's off memory.
Yeah, I'm just looking. It is.
Yeah. So
basically everything but the bag and the torch.
boots of mobility also attunement.
No, okay, no. The boots of mobility aren't. They just give you
Advantage on dex-based checks.
which is still pretty good.
Yeah. So who wants what?
You know,
let's-
back up with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go back with David. Let's go check up with him.
let's fetch the young master.
Don't sound like you're a servant to him. You is that. That's a thing.
Yeah, by this point, I'm back in the inn. I'm probably about 6 drinks in.
Oh, wait! I know what it was. It wasn't the ever burning torch. It was the sending stones. We did not get the ever burning torch. We got sending stones, which was we didn't get a price for the ever burning torch. We got the price for sending stones, which was 500 gold.
Right.
Okay.
Did you want
So-
the ever-burning torch?
No, I have
That's easily
the
written.
light can. It's easily retconned. I have light. It's cool if it was something that I could switch between no damage and fire. Really fire, it would have been cooler, but I got light. I'm good with it.
David, you're
I'm
drinking, but you're not drinking.
Am I not?
No, you're not. At some point, you're not really sure when, you found somebody sitting next to you, drinking with you. Now and then you pour them a drink, and now and then they pour you a drink.
Describe this person.
So, this person is really nondescript. They're wearing beat up leathers. They look like they've had a long day of work themselves. And Except for the horns coming out of the head. There's nothing really off about them. But horns aren't really out of the ordinary either. In a world with tieflings.
A tough day, partner.
Every day's a blessing. You look like you've been through the run.
Yeah. That's putting it lightly, Chief.
What's got you so beat up? What brings you to the battle?
Disappointment, failure, death, getting people killed.
Sounds like you've had a busy day.
Eventful, to say the least. What about you? Let's talk about your day, man.
My day's been full of choices and lost souls. I've been around the block or two, but there's no such thing as a mistake that I've ever made in my life, so it must be.
Keep telling yourself that, Chief.
Oh, after all, how can something be a mistake if I chose to do it? Choices aren't mistakes. They're simply footsteps in the sand that solidify into the dirt and become land.
I wish I was as sentimental as you. The way I look at it is, we all just pretend. Some of us just stumble in.
Find yourself on the stage often, huh?
I'm a little suspicious of that comment. Well, now that you mention it, yeah. I didn't catch your name.
And I never gave it to you.
In fact, I don't remember mentioning my name.
No, I wouldn't say you have. Though we've known each other for some time. But that's a story for another day, David. I'll be seeing you.
Hold on.
He grabs your glass, and as you go to tell him to hold on, you turn around to a busy tavern, but you don't see him. About this time, though, Shinar, Sephir, and Aldrich all come walking through the door.
I'm just staring off in the direction that I believe he left.
David, we have to have a conversation privately. Come on.
I think I'm losing my fucking mind, guys. Hold on.
Do you
See some weird
My
fellow
dear
with
friend,
peanut
you
letters?
lost your... No?
Not when we came in.
No, you doing okay there, David?
Fucking dandy. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. I'm gonna slam the rest of my drink.
You don't have it. He took it.
What if you lose?
I'm gonna act like I'm drinking, or I go to take a drink and I realize it's gone. I'm like, fuck, so I pull more gold out and slam it on the bar. Bartender! Bartender!
David, chill off for a second.
Chill. This is my first time
You
drinking.
have a...
There's no chill.
Yeah.
There's no chill left there, Zephyr. What are you gonna try to talk to me? You be all nice and tell me that everything's alright? Just like everybody fucking is?
Honestly, nothing is right, mate. And things are about to get much worse.
Yeah.
And I'm fairly certain that nobody in the governing body of this city or kingdom will trust us when we give them really bad news.
Wow. They shouldn't trust me. Or they shouldn't trust me. Honestly. What's the bad news?
Once we get back to our room.
That's one of those secretive things. Let me get my drink first, and I'll head with you guys up to the room. I bang on the bar a little bit harder.
You go to bang, and she bangs the cup on top of your hand.
Sorry, that is a wrong thing.
Thank you. Thank you, sweet.
She holds the cup on your hand. Hit my counter again. And I will be hitting you. And she puts it to the side of your hand.
So, do you have anything hard?
It's a name.
Fuck. I always do that. I always do that.
No, what did you ask for? Hard? Hot?
Hard drink. Like liquor.
This is a tavern. Yes. It's all hard.
I mean the good stuff.
Do you have good...
Hard enough to knock out a dragon in a single cup if we have such for that caliber. Or at least close to it.
Not the days following the festival. But if you've got good money, I've got good booze.
The hottest thing you got, what it will cost.
She walks around, disappears to the back room, and after a minute or so comes back with a bottle. It's supposed to you a platinum.
I put down 2 platinum and say make it 2.
I see. She places the bottle down, gets another.
Finally loosening up. Boys are cutting out.
When you do eventually take this drink, take a drink of this, she does provide you with chalices, by the way, for it. But when you do eventually take a drink of this, it's smooth and sweet. There is no fire in the throat or in the belly. It's a euphoria feeling that washes over the body with each sip. It has undertones of wild berries, and it tastes really good.
Okay, as we're in our room, normally I don't drink, but looks like we all need it. Particularly you. Slowly, this is the good stuff. And I'm pointing at you, David.
I'll yank the bottle out of your hand and I'll turn it slowly, means.
Son,
Usually 1 cup every hour, so. Or a shot.
Blah, 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 blah. Talking. Thought you had something dire to tell me.
Yes. Alright, so up to the room.
I'm gonna, like, sort of throw my bar stool back, stiffly walk to the room.
shall I?
Sure.
See how long it lasts.
So who wants to tell him?
Yes.
You never heard about villages? Or mind flyers, rain eaters?
Oh,
He's gonna ask that when we reach the room.
yeah. Basically, there are mind-eating intelligent aberrations of the hive mind currently in the city. And you said there were multiple of them, Zephyr.
Yeah, how many did they see?
You've seen 2 individuals drop a glamour and reveal a face of tenders.
I've seen 2, but if I'm not mistaken, where there are 2, there's at least a dozen more.
And they also can dominate people's minds.
Yeah. Elephants, tadpoles, hive minds. I've heard the horror stories. I've read the terrible, dark history books about them. But
They're in the city. Now,
I just assume they skulk around every city in the shadows, waiting to eat your brain. What are we gonna do about it?
well,
Find where they're hiding, potentially collapse their roof, their underground home on top of their heads. But for that, we need brute force isn't gonna work there.
No,
And
this would take an army. It's take a lot of people to do that. I've heard stories about these things. It's not good. It doesn't turn out very good.
no, it is very bad. They are incredibly intelligent. They can basically stun you instantaneously, and that's all they need to suck your brain out the back of your skull, or, and that's if they just want to kill you. If they want something out of you, they can dominate your mind, make you a puppet, or infect you with a tadpole, turn you into, which eats out your brain, transforms your body from the inside out until you burst open a new mind flare, a new elephant.
I'm gonna take another slam of the bottle and just start laughing. And you're concerned? I mean, haven't we been battling deity level fucking beings based on emotions? You're worried about squid people?
The thing is, we had 2 fights with deity level figures and got our shit wrecked.
You're right.
You're
right. And we're still alive. But you know who isn't? A whole bunch of people. But we're still here.
yes, because we were lucky. We were extremely lucky. We fought them alive and safe. But failure is something that tends to happen.
Failure is something that I've gotten a speech. Okay.
Yeah, I gave him the speech.
So either give me a solution to the mind flare problem, or let me drink it in peace.
So, Cynthia, where did you see them?
Well, I gathered just they where I encountered them last. They encountered them, and in which way were they moving? And I highly doubt that those things allow their masks to drop unless they are close to access to their lair. So we have a rough idea where they are. I am not certain on how we're going to stop them without using a lot of brain power.
Oh. Well, Zephyr, you're the smart one.
No. I'm a potentially dangerous one. You're the one who's smart.
Please.
You just don't apply it as you should.
Zephyr, try not to egg on him too much.
I'm not. I'm just stating the fact.
So what's your plan? Take me to the elephant? Let me play a show and maybe they'll just leave town?
Oh no, I have zero plan. That's your job.
It's at this time. Y'all all hear the voice in your head. David, a hand reaches in front of you and grabs the bottle out of your hand and takes a sip while you all hear this voice in your head. Yeah, your music does suck anyways. We're not really good at that, were you? But choices.
I'm gonna turn to the. Who is this person?
I'm a. Go ahead.
You see sitting next to David is this individual in tattered leathers with goat-like legs and horns that spiral up. He puts the bottle down in front of you. It's a pleasure to see you all again. Well,
Oh, fuck.
not all. It would appear we've had a change in paths since the last time I graced your presence.
I'm immediately taking out the battle song and pointing at him. Who the hell are you?
I'm gonna put my hands on whatever the fuck you just pulled out. Yeah, that's not gonna do shit, Chief.
Do I recognize this person?
No.
I don't think
Nope.
so. I don't think you were there either.
Alright.
Nobody was but me and Zephyr.
Yeah.
This little.
Yeah. I pull out my longsword.
He raises both hands. Gentlemen, there's no reason to pull out your. He snaps, and they both turn into live snakes.
I pull out my dice. So, are you here for a round 2?
Oh, most certainly. That's not here. Not this time.
You see Aldrich pissed that his weapons are, or one of his weapons is a snake. Turn it back now.
Yeah, I literally just bought this. I'll put it away. Can you just transfer it back to normal?
Relax, and he waves his hands and they go back to him.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm not the one you want to fight. But I do hate watching this pity party go on for much longer. So, I'm here for you, David.
Of course, another deity level creature looking to fucking abuse me.
Only if you will it. But and stop comparing those imbeciles to deities. They're nowhere near our.
Look, unless you're here to trap my soul in an hourglass to play some stupid game, I'm not interested, man.
Who is this man?
Oh, my bad. Shannara, Aldrich, this is the god of stupid games and tricks and Monopoly.
The name is Philip.
Yeah.
Damn.
How would you spell that?
Phila. And y'all have seen his symbol on the battlefield, the stone graveyard that y'all spent the night in. His was a symbol that was found on both sides of the conflict.
He is the son of a bitch who I beat to acquire that fancy little whistle.
Fair and square, might I add. What a little trickery. But that is life. We can't win them all after all, can we?
Nope. Got me there.
The difference is how we handle it. So I invite you, all of you, step away with me. Let me show you a different path.
Do you trust him, David?
Well, he didn't fucking behead me and peel my skin off last time we hung out, so I guess he's alright.
Okay, that is a very graphic and detailed notion,
Let's
but okay. I'm going to use that example.
One condition, I get that model back.
At the end of this, if you still desire this box, I will give it to you.
Fine. Take it away, Flipper.
Then he reaches out and opens a door that wasn't
you?
there. After you all,
Okay. Walk in.
I'll be the last one to enter the door.
So, I am definitely putting, I toss, the cloak at Aldrich. Toss the boots to, wait, Zephyr? Besides the cloak, what do you want? Or do you not want anything?
I don't want anything.
Okay, question. Is the amulet, or not the item called the feather key, is that an attunement item?
yes.
Okay. Are you sure? I can only use 2 of them. 2 of the attunement stuff, so I can only use 3 of these things. Do you want the bracers? I take the ring and amulet.
Good question. What are bracers? I forgot.
+2 without. +2 to AC when you're not wearing any armor or using a shield. When you're not wearing any armor or using a shield.
In that case, I'll take the bracers.
Okay. Ring of Force.
What did you told me their name was?
Bracers of Defense.
Bracers of-
In the defense. It's in the compendium.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Take Amulet of Health. Ring of Force Shielding. And you know what, David? I taught you a sending stone.
Where is it shining?
I just polished it with a nice clean rag.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
here's a question, because I know this gets into like nitty-gritty D&D mechanics, and I know you brought up a certain screen. Usually magic items take a whole night's rest for a 2.
Oh, thanks.
I'm not worried about it.
This sending
Okay.
stone, where does it send me?
Oh, I talk into my sending stone. It allows us to send messages from far away to each other without relying on Aldrich's telepathy. He also has much better range.
Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna need range here, Chief.
Alright, let's give them to you now. And also, would you like some boots? They're nice boots. They're magic boots.
Are they red? I gotta match the coat.
What color are the boots?
Yeah, they're red.
Yep.
Pass them here, fuck.
Alright, you now have boots of mobility, which give you advantage on all dex-based checks.
So I can run away faster.
Not movement speed, just dexterity stuff.
I can do cartwheels faster.
You can do better. Oh shit, that also includes initiative. You are quicker on the draw, you have more nimble, more sneaky, more dexterous.
I'm gonna slip them on. While I'm putting them on, I'm asking whatever his name is. Okay, you've brought us to your chamber of secrets.
So, as the last one walks through the door, he shuts it behind him and not enter. It shuts, and it's kind of like folded in space. When it is unfolded, it's like it was never there to begin with. But you still hear his voice. I'd like to take this chance to welcome you all to my humble abode. Here you'll find many things, but remember, things aren't always what they seem, and every choice here matters. Here you will learn to trust your instincts and to accept your choices, for there is no going back. Once you make one, the future is set. Before you all see this shimmering wall that separates each and every one of those corridors. Standing on opposite ends of the chamber are 2 gargoyles, both of them laughing and snickering. The one to the south end of the map hollers over to the other one. I don't think they're gonna make it. I've got 50 platinum that they want. On the north side, 50 platinum. I barely get out of bed for such a thing. No, you don't make it all right. I've got faith in this miracle hero. Nods his head toward you, Dave. You make it 100 platinum. You'd get a game. The choice is yours. Let's go. They sit eerily still for a moment, watching you. Well, do you not know what to do?
No, asshole. We just came here through a giant portal.
I think I know. And unfortunately, the master really pissed me off, and I brandished my blade.
Okay, what are we doing?
You choose the combat, dude. I can assure you this, there are many creatures in here, but none of them are, not all of them, need to be killed. That's my hint to you. Hey, it's not cheap. I don't swing that thing around. Pick the door and we will open it for you. Or pick them all and I'll open them all at once. It's up to you. The choice is 100% your own.
So, no matter which ones we open, we fight.
Nope.
You know, in
You said we don't
one way
have
or the other.
It doesn't have to be a fight, they just said, or one of them just said. We could communicate our way past the conflict, or try talking to being an ally for a bit. I don't
Good
know.
point. Either way, if it comes to fighting, I would suggest focus on non-lethal damage.
The god of tricksters and games.
You hear the voice yet again. I have never once claimed I was a god of tricks. Games, yes, but look for my symbol and tell me what you see. And it's pretty easy to find his symbol, as it is carved in every wall. It's a compass. In the middle of the compass, there seems to be a maze etched into it. And at the center of the maze, there's what appears to be a set of dice.
Oh, let's try. Let me cool off my head a little bit. Let's see. Do you all have any riddles, I suppose?
Riddles. I don't have such a thing. We're just here for the entertainment. Yes, if you want to riddle, I would suggest don't tell them what's going on. Let them figure it out their own. Pick any one of them. Of course, you don't need to go through them all. Completing merely 3 will get you what you want. Now who's telling secrets?
Well, they did say to trust ourselves. Well, I actually think, David, you need to be trusting yourself, so I'm putting my faith into you.
No, sir. I'm gonna sit here and just deal with whatever comes in. I'm done making choices, Chief.
Well, there's a choice.
No, you're not. You're going to get up and do what you want. You got to remember what you're fighting for, because that's what will make you a hero.
God, this garbage goop again. I'm gonna lay flat on the ground. You want me to be a hero? So pick me up, make me into a hero.
Did you hear that?
That is not up to us to do.
Also, David, I'm gonna sit down next to David. Like, this guy's only doing it because he has a connection to you. And he wants, in his own weird, sadistic way, help you. So, if you want to give up, just lie down, do nothing. We'll just be stuck here until we starve and die.
We was dead from the beginning, Chief.
It's at this moment.
But is it not the journey? Is it not just a journey that makes life better, not the end?
It's at this moment a spectral, six-sided dice appears. It begins to fly across the room, beating upon the walls.
Seems the games have begun.
You don't have a choice, apparently.
Oh no, of course he does. See, this whole area is all about choice. But indecision in and of itself, or refusing to make a choice, is still a choice. It's just a choice to let the world do what it's going to do. Which is fine. And it rolls somebody. You know what? Somebody else. Roll a d6.
I'll roll it.
A d6? Okay.
1.
1. In the bottom right corner, this creature here. I don't even remember what it's called. Give me a second. Orthon. The shield doesn't drop. But you see as he stands up. And in front of it appears a human. Poor, defenseless human. Orthon laughs. Dinner. And reaches for the human. You hear the screams as they cry out for help. They run and beat on the spectral wall that separates the town. What do you do?
Okay. Alright. David, are you gonna let someone die because you've given up hope on yourself?
Fuck. Fine, stand up. Which one is it? Is it the big, ugly, horned cocksucker in the bottom?
That's right. She narrowly avoids his grasp and runs to the other side.
Just angrily stomp my way to this field down.
Shinar has a smug look on his face as he walks behind David.
The field is not down. No. As you walk up there, you see the emblem of Philar appear on it.
Spit on it.
The shield dissolves. And you announce face to face with Orthon.
Hey, Orthon, you speak common?
James Ryan. I speak more than common. Thank you for letting that gate down. He turns around and leaves the human cowering in the wall and makes his way toward you.
I'm gonna give him room.
He steps out, placing his hand over the gargoyle's body, the head and body, just pushes him out of the way. Such a rude creature. What can you do? He steps
Are
out.
you here? Are you here against your will like us?
Of course. But now I'm quite happy to have all this free food before I leave. And he reaches out toward you, Shinar.
Okay, what do I gotta do?
Well, you can roll initiative, everybody, as this is going to count as an attack. Or
Alright.
if we'll go with the initiative.
I'm gonna. I'll do initiative too, but I'm also gonna try to go. Trying to stop. Whoa! I'm gonna try to conversate with this thing.
And a turn.
Wait, the boots. What do the boots do?
They give you
Advantage on.
Dexterity based rules. So if your initiative is based on dexterity, which for most everybody it is.
So I need to roll another one.
Yes.
Okay, so roll again, or just take what I had before, which was 9.
Which one of you has the boots?
That is, yeah, David has boots, but you deleted the rest of the account.
Oh, you can put it back up there.
Yep, that's 19, not 9.
Is everybody know how to add themselves back to turn?
What I just do is,
And what was your Shinar?
I fixed it.
Did you? Oh, what about you, Aldrich?
2116. I fixed mine.
Eldritch got a 21.16, Zephyr got a 14.2.
Your turn. You need to what? 14.16. Alright. Let's go ahead and kick it off. Aldrich, you're up first as Orthon begins to reach out for Shinar.
I'm gonna try one thing before I do anything. How about we all go against Pilar, since he seems to like to play some games. We band together and take him down.
I would like to add something. If you eat us, you're just gonna go back into the cage.
Is that all you're doing for your turn, Aldrich?
Yeah, if you want to make me do a persuasion check, if not, then that's it. Because I would assume that's kind of full action talking that long.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Oof.
So he stops reaching out for Shinar. All band together, you say. Shinar, was there anything you wanted to add to that?
Well, no. I'm gonna step away.
Okay.
And that's it.
Zephyr, anything you wanted to do?
I'm just going to add. Yeah, right. You fight us. You're either going to end eaten up and in a cage, or you're going to beat us and going to end up in a cage. Working with us is pretty much the only way that has some chances of getting you up. But who knows? I'm just a monk.
David?
Yeah, Yeah. See, look, this little goat-legged cocksucker here is just here to play game. All right. Either A, we kill you, or B, you kill us. And in that case, you'll just go back in the cage. Another thought is, you could join us, help us. We go after that giant over there next. We either A, convince him to help us, or B, you can eat him.
Roll another persuasion check.
Yeah.
Since I didn't use my action and I'm right next to David, can I use my action to give him guidance?
Sure.
Alright, so add a d4 to your roll.
25.
And then you say a D4.
Yep, 29.
So he sits down for a second and crosses his legs. Do I get to eat the goods?
You get to eat who?
Philip, do I get to eat him?
Sure. If we can get out of here and beat him, then you can run free and eat whoever you want, with the exception of us.
David? Are we sure we want to let you? Dave.
You wanted me to talk. I'm talking.
Alright.
Alright.
Deal?
Deal. He reaches out his hand to you, David. To shake
I'll shake his hand.
Alright. It wraps around your hand and forearm, but it's a deal.
Pleasure doing business with you.
He walks
We
up.
just made it. After he walks away, I'll say whatever he say.
He just walks over to the staircase and sits down.
You just made a deal with the devil. Never expected that to happen.
It's not my first time, Chief.
Don't necessarily think that's a devil, though I'm not sure. Actually, what? Can I roll a survival check, see what it is?
Sure.
Shit.
I will roll survival just to verify.
Okay.
13.
Okay. Aldrich, you don't really know what it is, but you do. Shinar, you're pretty certain it's a devil. Or
Yeah, it's the devil.
pretty powerful devil.
Yeah. It's a big one. Strong too, but yeah, a devil.
Oh, crap. I need to deal with the devil. It's so good.
The gargoyle on the south side begins to chuckle.
I mean,
So you've decided to raise an alliance. I'll say this. I don't think I've seen many people try that.
Is there any pebbles or rocks near my feet?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick one up and hurl it at that gargoyle.
Catches it, lose milk, and chews on it.
David, I pick up a rock and I cast magic stone on it. Would you like to a thunder stone?
Before we do anything drastic, shall we try the big guy to the left? Sorry, to the right.
Alright.
You walk
I mean, we gave him a possibility to the devil. It was his decision to work with us without any official. Zephyr is relatively very quiet about it. It was his decision to listen to our quote-unquote offer.
I say we talk to this other big guy. 2 big guys probably would help us.
You approach this force field, and sitting there, cross-legged, is this storm giant. A colossal looking being. He was sitting there playing what looks to be a game of chess all by himself, contemplating his moves. And as you walk up to the force field, David, the crest shines once again.
David, I have an idea, although it might be a bit insane.
What's your same as mine?
I don't know. I say if we beat him in chess, he comes on our side. That sort of deal.
Fair enough. Touch the symbol.
Mm-hmm. You touch the symbol, and just like before, the wall vanishes. And the storm giant looks at you.
Would you like me to talk since we're both of similar lineage, sort of?
No need. What's up, big guy? What you playing?
Sit.
Hello?
He commands you to sit.
Oh, he commands me to sit. Okay. Fair enough. I sit down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you sit down, he gestures at the board in front of him. Do you play?
A little bit. I have in the past, yes.
Good. Let's play.
Oh shit, he actually
Did you think this was a game?
Oh shit, where did you pull out the chess at though?
Oh boy, I hope you're actually good at chess.
Where did you... I heard you open something, but I don't know how you did that.
It's in Discord.
Alright. Oh. Oh, chess in the fire. How about that? Join activity. Yeah, awesome. That's whatever. I don't care. Yeah. Let's see. Shit.
I'm back with it.
They're literally in a chess match.
Oh,
Like, quite literally. You could see it through the activity.
oh. My chest.
David may or may not have known that he was getting himself.
You guys are seriously playing chess.
We are.
Yes.
I don't expect this to be a very long game, but yes.
Oh, chess can take an hour.
It can. I do so hope it doesn't. I think we're moving along at speed.
Chess can take a long time. I should know I played it.
Me too. Quite a bit, actually.
Damn, we should have had our wizard done this. No offense, I don't know how experienced you are with chess, David.
I've played a little bit.
Baby. Guessing no hints.
You're guessing what?
No hints.
No hints.
Alright.
I didn't even know there was hands in this game.
Oh wait,
that,
like us assisting if he wanted it, like thoughts.
I don't see why not.
If not,
I mean, technically we are still connected through mind magic and watching the game go.
I don't see why it'd be a problem if y'all just threw out the hints.
I'm bad at chess, so I can't help, if I'm honest.
yeah. Okay. So that was
It's been around 15 years since I played it last.
I'm not really trying to think about moves. I'm just trying to make this quick. But if I win,
David,
Si, senor.
I think I see a checkmate in it. Move the rook right next to the king.
Move the rook right next to the king.
Yep, between the king and the pawn.
I'm gonna trust you on this one.
You just move the queen.
Oh shit. Oh, fuck. These pieces look fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can manage, I guess.
I think if you still put pressure with the rook next to the pawn, it would be good, but I'm not sure of that.
Yeah. It will put pressure and then try to manipulate the bishop to be in position.
Shit. These pieces look so fucking weird, dude.
Move the bishop to right above to the dark green spot above the rook.
I can't jump the rook.
No, the bishop, the blue thing,
Yeah, I was gonna say you.
D4. Sorry, rook to D, bishop to D4.
D4. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
if you look on the side of the board, there's numbers from 1 to 8, and then on the bottom of the board, there's A to H.
Oh, that's how this shit works. I always heard about
Yeah, and he's saying move it there because his king can't get the bishop. Yeah.
King can't get the bishop and the rook, if he tries to go for all right. Move the pawn. Move the pawn at F. Yeah.
Yep. God, we're backseating chess here.
Standing people.
To be rook D D2 to like E2, I think. But I'm
No,
like,
Rook? No, it would be D2 to F2.
yeah.
Very spicy. Very spicy.
Bishop to E3. Or there. That also works. Just clear everything. Yikes, nope. Alright, move. Yep. That's all you can do.
Gotta somehow get that knight into position now.
Or just go, try moving your pawns up to try to,
Oh yeah, bait the queen.
either bait the queen, or if you get to the very end, it changes to a different piece. Okay, move the king. Move the king to G7. I'm trying to bait it, but
Nice.
Also, that's
Probably.
no.
Oh yeah.
You have to move the king back to H8.
It's race all the pawns.
And you
He's got two queens. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's checkmate.
No. Sacrifice queen to queen.
Oh yeah.
Queen to G8. Queen to G7. Take that queen. Alright. Go to. Do your best to get to B to C7. No. Go to D8. Or that or two. That also works. Take that pawn. Not yet.
Oh, stay.
Shit.
This is a good
Yeah.
match.
I think if he moves his king into... Oh wait, he can't. Fuck.
The only... Yeah, that's the only place he can move, but he's gonna get clean now. Alright. Gonna play keep away.
This is gonna be a stalemate.
Shit.
Essentially. This is gonna. I'm either gonna
This is a stalemate.
or one of us raises.
No. No, it's a futile move, because if he... I'm not gonna say it because it might give occasion his strategy, but you have to wait for him to go for the kill.
Essentially. It's big templates.
Nah, you can go away.
You don't want to get trapped on the side. You want to move diagonal if you can. Which I think
He...
It's a stalemate. 61.
It's a stalemate. I didn't even know they had this shit. It's fucking wild. Huh?
Alright.
Wow, I got a stalemate with a fucking giant.
You did. It looks up at you. Go ahead and exit that activity.
What it did? Did. How the fuck do you exit this?
there's a thing that will say about the activity, or like,
yep, just saw it.
yeah, right above the voice connectors, closed chest in the park activity, there's a thing that we could arrow in the box, the activity.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
So, after a short game of chess, it looks at you and goes, I won't help you here. But I will help you later. And he reaches out a hand, and in it is a coin. It's gray in color, the symbol of this storm, engraved in blue.
I take the coin and nod respectfully.
He goes back to setting up his chess pieces.
Next time we meet, rematch.
Anytime.
Do you mind me looking at that coin? I might recognize it. Might is a strong word.
I'm gonna flip it. Oh no. Aldrich.
It's a pretty sizable coin. I mean, it's about that big.
Mm-hmm.
About 5 inches in diameter. But the symbol on it is a symbol of a storm giant clan. It depicts storm clouds. It appears that the way it's shaded, as if thunder, as if lightning is rolling inside the cloud, but none coming out of it.
Well, boys, we got one hell of a choice left to us. It's either. What's that?
I was gonna say, I don't think the golem's gonna be as friendly as the giant.
I was about to say it's either
Not a golem. Those are elementals.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
think it's water.
Yeah. So there's earth, water, and fire elementals. There's,
You had an opportunity there, but you didn't take it.
No, I didn't. I know what you're talking
Quick question. Quick question. Does Earth Elemental look familiar?
It looks like an earth elemental.
Ah,
Which
Either.
looks like a pile of rocks, but so yeah.
It's either earth, wind, or fire, ghosts, or ghouls. Which one, Chief?
I would say the whites probably.
There's
we have
another
to fight
choice.
them.
In this
We can
area.
potentially talk with.
Oh, what's over here? You were saying?
In this area, there's 3 mirrors.
3 mirrors. Oh god, I've had bad experiences. Quite frankly, I've had bad experiences with mirrors in the long past. Had a friend get caught in one, and his memory was shattered once his mates shattered the mirror to free him. Didn't go well.
And from what I understand from this asshole, you don't take the easy choice.
Maybe the mirrors reveal our true selves, something like that.
Or they can just spring to life and eat our souls, you know?
Yeah, that's probably likely the case. Like I said, I had an old friend. My memory got shattered, but I'm being caught in one.
So we're clear, we're good on the no memories. Or the no beers.
Alright.
True story. That actually happened to my D&D character, so I was talking out of experience.
Keep my memories.
I would rather have my hand at fighting the living and the physical undead, or rather than the ghostly undead. And I don't know how to speak to an elemental.
Or we skip all of them, go to Pilar with this big guy here, and not waste our times and waste our resources on hurt ourselves unnecessarily.
You don't just fight Pilar.
Yeah, you're literally asking to fight a god rather than fight satisfy a challenge, which has obviously re-inspired the spark in David, which was this dude's entire goal here.
Fine, play a game with him.
I'm gonna walk up and look into this door.
Oh boy.
You see 3 whites. They're all staring back at you.
Well, what do you know about whites? Anybody?
Extremely evil undead, relatively high intelligence for an undead.
No idea first.
Don't they have a vengeance thing going on?
No idea.
Must have been survival in a while.
Okay. Yeah. You would know quite a bit about whites. Roll the entrance 20 counter. You know that they're undead. You know that basically a stat block for the natural 20. But yeah, they were driven by dark desires and vanity.
I'd relay my knowledge to the party.
I will give you this on that survival check. You also know what these creatures down in blue are. They're wraiths, but particularly warrior wraiths. These
that could be handy.
died in battle.
Okay, I'll also relay that.
Okay, so they're ghostesses.
One's undead, one's a ghost. Well, not one, but a few.
Gunther, whatever your fucking name is, what do you suggest? Talking to the big horn fucker.
This isn't my choice. It's yours.
A lot of help you are.
I could have told you how to win that chess game.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm gonna look in on these elementals. Do they look intelligent?
Yes, they do. As they're all adorned in armor. Except for the earth elemental, who's not adorned in armor, but they're all looking at you. Knowing.
You said this was a sword wraith, right? What's tougher? Sword wraiths or a white? Ulrich, in your opinion.
Sorry, come again?
What's a bigger challenge? A sword wraith or a white?
Me out of character, I don't know the answer. They're about the same, right?
One is more resilient on magical punches.
I can give you the knuckle duster. The other knuckle duster.
I'll be fine. You're forgetting I have some training as a wizard. I have ways to deal with.
The wraiths might be immune to my psychic damage. Might.
No, they're not wraiths. They're sword wraiths. It's different.
Fair. I say flip a coin, and we just have.
Alright.
Who's flipping the coin?
I will flip the coin.
Okay. And David, what are you doing?
Call it. Which one's white?
Me? I'm gonna call the elementals.
Oh.
I'm touching the symbol.
The door rules. The three elementals come charging out. The earth elemental slams his palms into the ground, creating a tremor. At the same time, the water elemental turns the loose dirt into mud. Fire elemental, this mud, by the way, is coming around your feet. The fire elemental slams his hands on the ground at the edge of the mud and instantly bursts all of
Misty
it.
step.
Okay.
Misty step away. Out of the way. I think that's 30 foot. Oh no, I'm gonna go.
Mhm.
Maybe like, whoa.
So as the fire elemental releases his attack onto the muddy floor, it instantly bursts into steam and shrapnel. Shinar and Albert, go ahead and make dexterity saving throws.
Evasion?
Okay.
Does that apply here?
Yeah. When you are subjected to the effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage. So yeah. But that's if you succeed on the saving throws. Instead, you can save. Which I'm assuming is a 14,
Yeah, that's 14 total.
which is fine. So yeah, you save.
Does anybody among us actually speak primordial?
No, that's why I thought fight the dead things.
Quite
We
frankly,
have no.
go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I thought fight the dead things. That way we didn't have to worry because they're dead. It might be easier to just kill them. With elementals, they are very difficult to fight. Also, I don't know any of us that knows how to speak elemental, so we can communicate.
Dead things are already dead. You can't kill them. They can't be deader.
Yes, they can. They can be not moving.
Yes, they can.
So the elementals in Muse look at the lot of you. Show us how well you can fight together.
Against?
Yeah.
They're referring to themselves here.
Oh,
Zephyr would just kind of move both of his hands raised. You can probably just barely understand me if at all, but I would prefer to avoid facing you in combat. Can we just try and communicate in some way? I hope they will listen because I am otherwise.
I just love. You may not face us in combat, but you must answer this call.
answer this what?
This call.
Call?
I look at you, David. You open this door and fight. Show us what you have teammates for. And at this time, the water elemental and the fire elemental are both going to throw an attack at you, David. It's kind of like a bullet from each of them, but it combines midair to create this steam bullet as opposed to a fire bullet or a water bullet. Make a what's your DC? What's your AC?
15.
Okay, that's an 18 hit.
Yay.
So
Um,
it hits you like a.
can I say it? Can I say it, please?
Save or say what?
Reroll.
That one's gonna be a 15 hit.
Cutting words. It's a 1d4. I believe. Oh wait,
1d6, I think. Is
1d.
fine.
It is 1d6. 1d6.
wouldn't it be 1d8 at this point for you?
Oh,
I remember
it
this.
Hold on. My Bardic Inspiration is a 1d8.
Yeah, your cutting words might be matching to that.
Oh, it is. It's a Bardic Inspiration die.
You
Holy snap. Okay.
you cast the spell. You know it takes place, but as it hits, it doesn't really do anything. And then you see the gargoyles just burst out laughing. Yeah, they'll never understand. We should tell them. They still won't understand. But go ahead. I don't see where this would break any rules. Your attacks alone won't hurt these elementals. And they'll continue to attack you.
What are we doing here?
Hopefully learning something new.
I think we have to make them attack each other somehow. Water puts out.
Or be insane enough to try and combine some of our spells if you have any. And you're gonna move back. David, what do you have of spells on hand? They tell me have something to cause damage.
I immediately activate the shield from the ring.
You're gonna deactivate it, you said? Or?
No, activate it. Activate it. Have it active.
Okay.
But I'm just curious. Why are you attacking David?
This is his turn.
I'm gonna roll my eyes. I didn't even want to be here to begin with. I just wanted to drink and sit in my sorrow.
You see the angst we've had to deal with.
Fuck this. Hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
Straightforward. Targeting everybody. Every single person who can see this.
The elementals rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Are we included in this, David?
Said everyone.
Every single
damn it.
person who can make a roll.
Oh, thank God.
DM? Can I? Quick question. Can I attempt to layer Ashes Hideous Laughter to his hypnotic pattern?
As long as you succeed in spell save.
Which is
No, I mean use the spell with it.
Yeah, no. As long as you can succeed the save, because if you can't, then you fall under the impediment. Yeah.
20.
So far, everybody's passed it.
The DM? Real for the undead, for the elementals.
A natural 1.
And I layered my Ashes Hideous Laughter on top. We actually fused my Ashes Hideous Laughter with his hypnotic pattern, if you allow. And David agrees.
Yes, sure.
So,
This is gonna be You fit.
David, you cast the Hypnotic Pattern, hoping to catch everyone, but you notice that it's it seems to directly focus and only affect the elementals, while Zephyr cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. The combination, it creates this scene of lights and colors. You hear an echoing of laughter as the hypnotic pattern you draw turns into smiles, grins of Cheshire, and all three
That's
elementals.
nightmare inducing.
All three elementals fall prone. They're incapable of moving, though they are laughing. It's highly effective and is affecting all three of them.
Yeah, see?
Holy shit,
Laugh.
this works.
Laugh at my jokes. I'm gonna walk towards them. Laugh at me. Laugh at this situation. Laugh at these stupid fucking games we are playing. Like, the whole time I'm walking towards them, I'm just stripping everything off. My fucking scimitar, my loot.
David, that's enough. So what, you failed. Everyone fails. I've seen many people dying from it, and I still continue to fight.
I fail at everything. I'm done.
No,
We've succeeded on your challenge.
So does your father, but he still succeeds.
It's at this moment that the room grows empty. The whites are no longer there. The wraiths, the storm giant, the elementals. All that remain, you all, the gargoyles. Shit. David died.
Fine.
Damn it, died. And so did Shinar, apparently.
Shit. What can you do? All that remains are the 5 of you and the 2 gargoyles. The gargoyles stand up and walk around to the center over here, meeting each other and fusing into one, shape-shifting into Kalar. This was quite amusing and tragic and sad. He looks over at Orthon. You managed to make a friend in unexpected ways. A deal with the devil to destroy a god. Unfortunately, he waves his hand and Orthon disappears. In his place, another coin. Orthon isn't going to be able to assist in this fight. Neither will that storm giant. Though, he walks over and picks up the coin. Left Orthon. He brings it over to you, David, and hands it to you. You've managed to take the choices presented to You lost the game of chess, but even in that loss, gained an ally. You didn't even check on that human after saving it. But still, you made an ally. You saved someone. And despite hating every bit of being here, you and your allies have learned how powerful you can be when you work together. He hands you the coin, turns around, picks up your scimitar, picks up your loot, and walks back towards you. These things here, David, are tokens of who you are. The weapon you refuse to draw, despite your efforts to protect the innocents. And he throws it down at your feet. The instrument you play to bring laughter and joy to everyone. Your preferred weapon of choice. He tosses it down at your feet as well. Every choice you've made, your choice to follow your father's footsteps, your choice to admire him, your choice to pursue him, they're all set in stone. What I hope you've taken from this experience is that even when you don't make a choice, one will be made. Take this, and he hands you a new lute. This one engraved with his own symbol and your family crest. Make your choices for you and play for me. No matter what you choose, you have a destiny. After all, what would your mother think if she saw you sitting here, wallowing in self-pity, and he puts the bottle down in front of you, aching for another drink?
My mother.
She's
I've never known. My mother.
You've met her once at least. More than once. You've saved her own life. All the choices you've made. As it stands right now, alone, there isn't one of you here who can fight and defeat the arrow. But together, using all of your allies, I don't see a future where he would stand a chance. But of course, that's your choice to make. And with that, he turns and he waves his arm as he does so. And as he does, the world around you all shimmers. And you're back in your tavern room.
That was an experience.
Yep.
I need to go. I'm going to my room.
Same. I need to recharge a bit. Also, edit. Like, focus that you head back to the game a bit. Because we're going to go hunting for some brain munching sweet taste.
Is my equipment still laying on the floor?
It is.
Kneel down, pick up the loot, and just shuffle off silently.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching. If you like this content and you want to see more of it, like, subscribe, and follow us on our adventures.